a violation of the democratic spirit. Can you just elaborate on that, sir?
No, Article 370 is, Nehru ji himself said, that it's going to eventually, gradually be sort of washed away with time. But he is very much of the view that it needed the consent of the Kashmiri people through their elected representatives to come to that conclusion, and that was not what was done. So when I said it's a violation, it's not that the article was a violation of the democratic spirit, but the manner of its abolition was a violation of the democratic spirit, because they abolished it without taking into account the views of the people of Kashmir, all the elected representatives of Kashmir. The assembly was suspended, the political leaders were locked up, and the governor, whom they themselves appointed, has essentially given them their own consent. That is not, to my mind, in keeping with the democratic traditions of our country or the democratic spirit of our constitution.
Dr. Tharoor, in the parliament is the SPG cover which has been removed from the Gandhi family. What do you have to say on this?
Well, you know, the two of the Gandhis have been assassinated already, Indira ji and Rajiv ji. In the case of Rajiv ji, there is even the consciousness of the fact that this happened after his security cover was reduced. So there are very deeply painful historical memories. And people are saying that in these circumstances, why would you take away the SPG cover of the Gandhi family? It's been working well. There's been no problem with it. Neither has anybody complained, nor has there been any expressed dissatisfaction. And the people have been kept safe. After all, eventually, the objective is to keep them safe. Instead of SPG, now you're going to have 100 NSG. That seems to be the new arrangement under Z plus category. It seems to me that a downgrade in security doesn't accomplish any great savings for the government. It creates a peculiar thing in which the entire institution of SPG now is only protecting one person, namely the Prime Minister, and not even former Prime Ministers or their families. And then the other complication that comes up is, if God forbid there should be any breach of the security of the Gandhis, the government is needlessly invited opprobrium for having taken a decision like this. It would have been wisest for everyone concerned to leave what's working, to continue to work.
Dr. Tharoor, the situation which is there in Maharashtra, what's your take right now?
Well, that's going beyond I'm not involved in that process. I think everyone is waiting to see what comes of it. Meanwhile, there is president's rule. But obviously, every Democrat wants to see the results of a democratic election being manifested in the formation of an elected government. I think even today in the Kashmir discussion, you heard a strong view that political processes are more important and more successful in reflecting the wishes of people than bureaucratic processes. So I think no one wants indefinite president's rule. There should be some political outcome, but beyond that, I'm not involved in the process. Thank you.